Hello and welcome to another planning appeal case study video. I'm John Peters, and in this video I'm going to explain how we overcame a recent refusal by Harborough Council for one of our clients. This planning appeal was to overcome the refusal for a retrospective application for pillars and walls on a driveway entrance that was refused by the local authority, in this case that's Harborough Planning Department. Our client was initially booked in for a free, no obligation consultation to run through the refusal reasons that had been used by Harborough Council and to evaluate if an appeal was viable or if an alternative option would be best suited for them. The free no obligation consultation, which in this case took around 15 minutes, found the case was viable for appeal to the Planning Inspectorate, taking the decision process away from Harborough Council Planning Department. This case was refused by Harborough Council Planning Team for the following reasons. The proposal, due to its materials, siting and height, adversely affects the visual amenities of the area. Well, that is most definitely one of the shortest refusals I've seen recently. I get the feeling that this refusal was driven by the fact that it's a retrospective application. Looking at this case closely, you wonder why the local authority decided it was a good idea to refuse this application when others had the same or similar as close as the next door property. As an organisation, we've been finding recently a number of errors in various local authority planning officer decisions. These errors do help us support the appeal cases. We do suspect the increase in these errors have been caused by cutbacks at local authorities and unprecedented increases in workloads that are piled on the reducing number of planning officers. Many of you are repeatedly stating to us that they've had little or no correspondence throughout the application process, and the first thing you knew was receiving the refusal notice from the council, and in some cases when you received a letter from ourselves. With planning appeals, experience matters. Our specialist appeals team, who handle over 2.5% of all planning appeals in England and Wales that are currently produced and submitted, start by producing a comprehensive and robust appeals statement. That in this specific case covered 18 pages, just over 4,000 words. It's important to detail in the appeal statement where the local authority failed in their assessment of the case and how, and where possible, both local and national policy applies in favour of the appeal. Additionally, if possible, bringing in similar cases that the Planning Inspectorate found in favour of at the appeal. Obviously, with the back catalogue we have of wins, we're able to use these cases and what the inspector said in them as additional argument to support the case we're working on. Recently, we had a client state to us that a competitor has said to them that they use our wins to help produce their appeals. I suppose that is a compliment to our team, but obviously with that methodology it does not give them the underlying knowledge to be able to adapt arguments to specific cases. It is important to know that no two cases are the same and the arguments need to be produced for the specific case in hand. Once an appeal statement is completed, we send the document to our client asking them to check that they are happy for us to submit the case. If we need to add any information that the client may have previously forgotten, it's done at this point, and then the case is submitted. It's vitally important that all the documents and responses are submitted on time throughout the process, as failure to do so will result in an appeal not being successful, something we hear about often when people attempt an appeal for the first time. Always ensure you use a professional who has considerable experience of appeals. It is worth asking them for some recent successful planning appeal case studies, like the ones you find on our website. Due to the large number of cases we represent, we have a dedicated team that liaises with the Planning Inspectorate on a daily basis. For this appeal, an independent planning inspector from the Planning Inspectorate visited the site on the 16th of August, and we are pleased to confirm that the appeal was upheld and the permission granted on the 21st of August in a 3-page appeal decision notice. If you'd like to find out if we can help you with your planning appeal, complete our online form on our website www.planningappealsuk.com, and our new case support team will arrange for a free no obligation consultation with one of our planning appeal assessment professionals. Would you like to find an appeal case study for a certain type of application or even in a selected area? We have so many and not all of them are published or filmed, but that does not mean we can't show you what you're looking for. Ask our planning appeal assessment professional during your free no obligation consultation. Thank you for taking the time to watch this planning appeal case study video, and I look forward to producing another one very shortly. Thanks a lot. Bye.